Just a quick disclaimer, I got a key for this game from KeyMailer, so thank you so much to the developers and everyone involved for providing a key. Thank you for the experience. I really do appreciate it. And just a quick note to all my viewers, nothing was signed where I have to be only positive about the game. So no worries there. It's just going to be me and my opinion. And if I want to say something is terrible, I am more than allowed to say something is terrible. Do not let the sponsor info card and a free key give you the impression that I am not allowed to be honest, because that is not the case. If it was, I wouldn't take it. I would not take that opportunity. Let's get into this. So I am new to the genre of roguelikes and roguelites. So my explanations may be a little weird, or it may be a bit confusing, but the general gist of everything is it's a lot of fun. So gameplay is actually quite simple. You don't level up and then just pick whatever passive ability or perk or skill or whatever you want, because it's a roguelite. So you pick up curios, which are basically your passive perks, and you get elixirs, which are basically stat boosts. And mixing that with ink gems, where you can keep two at most, or have two of them active at most at any given time, as long as you have picked up at least two of them. They function kind of like your spells or abilities. And they also have their own effects, and I mean, combining all of that together creates a unique playstyle, given you have character selection, or well, they call it form change in game, if I'm not mistaken. And each form not only looks different, but each of them has a different weapon they use and a different move set compared to others, and then they also come with different passive abilities, such as increased health or a percentage-based attack increase or defense increase. So there are quite a few things to mix and match, and at the end of the day, it makes every run quite unique and a lot of fun to replay. I know when you, like I said, when you fail, you die, so you don't get to keep all of those things you picked up, but you do get a skill tree type of deal in the main hub, where you can use currency that you've picked up in game, and you can buy or unlock permanent attributes like increased defense or increased drop rates, etc. That at least stays permanent. So every time you do fail, it's fine. You come back, you upgrade a few skills here and there, or you unlock a few skills here and there. In the main hub, you select a different form with a different move set and a different passive trait, and there you go. You try again. And eventually, with enough trial and error, you will find the game becomes a lot easier. Eventually, you will find a character that matches your playstyle with the correct passive trait you have, and then as you progress with all of that, you can pick up ink gems that complement your character or your playstyle. And then you can also choose curios and elixirs that will benefit your playstyle as well. And they do stack as far as I'm aware. So you can create a character that suits how you want to play. And as someone that's new to the genre and kind of doesn't like starting from scratch, if a game doesn't have New Game Plus or post-game replayability, you will not find me hanging around there a lot. I don't mind the struggle of a game, but I like to keep what I've worked for, what I've worked hard towards. I like to keep that. Any game that doesn't have post-game replayability or a New Game Plus system that benefits me in a good way, I mean, I don't have to keep all of my items, but a New Game Plus that even just boosts a lot of things, or a few things, at least something, so that I don't actually have to completely start from scratch again. That is something I like. So it was weird coming into this, but the gameplay loop and how you can go about things really is a lot of fun. It's fine losing your progress because you do have a skill tree that has permanent unlocks in the hub area. So that makes it worthwhile. It's not a complete struggle from scratch. It's not the same as having an absolutely powerful character just go through the game again. That is roguelite. That is what it is. And this game does it really well. The combat is also, it's quite simple. I played on PS5, so square is light attack, triangle is your heavy attack, L2 and R2 are your ink gems, so they are your magical abilities or whatever it may be. X is dodge, but I switched my buttons around a little bit to make circle dodge. That is a lot better in my mind. I don't know why X would be the dodge button. That makes no sense to me at all. But yeah, after switching a few buttons around, the game feels really, really smooth to play, and it's a lot of fun. It can be hectic sometimes. It really can get hectic and a bit confusing, especially to a newcomer like me. But it really was a lot of fun. And it still is a lot of fun. I can't wait to see what happens with future updates. What I would like to see, that I think would benefit the game if they can pull it off, is couch co-op. I really do think couch co-op, of course with a few tweaks here and there, would be a ton of fun. There are a bunch of different ink gems you can pick up, and curios and elixirs. During your travels, you even meet NPCs, different NPCs in certain areas, and depending on which one you talk to, they actually have a different system to them. Meaning, I talk to them, and what I could do is choose a curio, I believe, with great, really amazing positive traits, but it was a cursed curio, so it had a really, really high negative trait. So it's a high risk, high reward type of deal. You're not forced into any of this. It's completely optional, and the game does explain to you what you're gonna choose, and if you would like to continue and actually choose an item. And it's not just cursed curios. There are other stuff as well. You can even use in-game currency and get a random elixir, or when you reach the not main hub area, but you get like a smaller hub area, usually before a boss fight. There you can purchase food that restores your health and also has other benefits. You can upgrade your ink gems there, or you can even get a form specific ink gem. So that is great. I used that in my playthrough I will show at the end. And that is really, really good. And it's unique. It's per character as far as I'm aware. So not only do you get your regular ink gems that anyone can pick up and equip, you also get to change and get to have a form specific ink gem available to you if you progress far enough into the game. That is an option that will become available eventually. You can also choose between different, I think it's either elixirs or curios or a mix of both, that you can also purchase at that little hub area. There's also a training dummy that you can use to gauge your damage to see if everything's all good, if you're happy with what you have. You have an ink pet, Momo, I believe. And Momo is basically a shapeshifter. Momo is your default, but as you equip different ink gems, Momo kind of transforms to give a reflection of what the ink gems you equipped, what that monster would look like. So Momo transforms to look like that monster. So that is, ink gems really do play a big part. Not only are they your abilities that you can use, but they also determine how your pet would look, and also what your pet's special ability would be. Getting into the story of the game, I don't even know why I have this section, because I didn't pay attention. I basically just skipped through the story. I do that with every game I play for the first time. I just skip through the story, get to know the gameplay, how it works, is it fun, all that type of stuff. And then afterwards, I actually kind of try to pay attention to the story. So yeah, on to the next one. So the art in gaming in general is not really something I notice all that much. I don't really pay that much attention to it. Basically, in my mind, it's either a game looks good, it looks nice, or it's just I don't care. It looks terrible, or it's just fine, or whatever. It's not something I care to notice or go out of my way to take note of. Something about this game's art design, characters, all of that, how it's presented, it's impressive. It looks really, really good. And like I said, I'm not easily impressed by stuff like that because I hardly ever take notice. So I don't know who the lead is, and asking on Discord, I was met with, I don't know if it's a Discord thing or if I come across as don't talk to this guy. But if the lead ever sees this or whoever is behind everything, I do hope you get the rage you deserve. Great job. So my final verdict on the game is it is worth it. It is a lot of fun. The price may be a little bit high, in my opinion, but prices go up every day. And our monthly salaries stay the same. That is life, that is the world, that is how it is. But if this game ever goes on sale, then it's definitely a must buy. So this has been my honest opinion, and if you guys have any questions, leave them down below in the comment section. I will answer to the best of my abilities. For everything else, I'm going to leave some gameplay at the end. Have a good one, everyone, and I hope to see you again next time.
This is certainly an unsettling feeling.